The Chicago Bears take on the Detroit Lions in Week 14. So let's talk about this game, give you guys a preview and my final score prediction for this game. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports All back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure you're all following me on all my social platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so we get a rematch with the Detroit Lions after the Bears just completely collapsed and choked away what should have been a bona fide victory against them a few weeks ago. I mean, folks, this was literally a hand-wrapped win for us from the Lions, in which Jared Goff turned into an absolute pumpkin and turned the ball over 3 times, and we could not close the deal. That one hurt. I did my kind of, bye-week recap, if you will, of the season with the Bears in a recent video. And the Bears are sitting at 4-8. They should be 6-6 if they got the job done against the Lions and earlier in the season against the Broncos. So it really does come down to, the games being that close and, how you finish them. With that being said, we got to move on and talk about this game. So as I always do, we'll start with the numbers here. So the Bears taking on Lions in Chicago at Soldier Field. The over-under is 43.5. It's been all over the place. It started out, I think, like 45, went down to 40, and now got bet back up to 43. A lot of weather changes here, folks. So as of right now, what I'm seeing is in Chicago, where I'm at, the weather, the temperature-wise, it's pretty decent, like 40s, in the 40s, if you will. But the winds right by the lake where Soldier Field is, yeah, they could get, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. So expect it to be windy in the Windy City. And I feel like that might be the reason why the over-under has kind of been plummeting a little bit. So that is really the case with that. And then the Lions, of course, favored in this one, but not by a lot. 3.5 is what the Lions are favored by. So, the Bears are getting a little bit of respect here because usually, I would have thought the Bears would be like 5-6 point dogs in this one against the Lions because the Lions have not looked good lately. All right, so let's talk about that. The Lions have not looked good. All right, they lost to the Packers last week. They almost lost to the Bears. Like, this team is kind of faltering, and they're kind of trending downwards. This is the perfect time to take advantage of that. All right, so if you are the Chicago Bears, you are at home knowing that Jared Goff, the quarterback for the Lions, does not play well outside in not ideal conditions, not his, Ford Field dome that he gets to play with no weather affecting it. Jared Goff can once again turn into a pumpkin here. And I'm not saying he's going to throw the ball, throw 3 interceptions, but I do think he won't play that well. The defense is really, really starting to step up here. So the key to this game is really going to be, I'll start with the defense, to keep that pressure up on Jared Goff, get in his face. He's not going to beat you with his legs. We know that. Amon-Ra is his main weapon, but Sam Laporta is another guy as well that has really been strong this season. And so you got to focus on those 2 guys. Amon-Ra, did way more damage to us than Sam Laporta did in that game. But still, both of those 2 guys are kind of Goff's go-tos, if you will. And so I need us to get pressure on Goff. I need us to get pressure on Goff, especially in a windy game where I don't think he's going to be airing it out deep. So you're really going to get these like very quick out routes, slants, if you will, in the middle of the field. I expect him to pepper Laporta and Amon-Ra a lot, which is fine if you want to give him that, nothing deep. And then as far as the run game, I mean, David Montgomery had a solid game against us, but the Bears' run defense has been surprisingly elite. We should be able to contain him, and I expect this to be much more of a grinded-out, low-scoring game just due to the weather and due to the windiness of, where they're playing. And to me, that's really going to, benefit the Bears, and that's a plus for the Bears because the Lions like to be high-powered and throw the football and, really put up points. I don't think they're going to be able to do that, especially with the Bears defense playing well and this being in Chicago, all right? Flipping the script here to the offense for the Bears. Look, folks, last time around, the way we were able to kind of control this game is run the football effectively play clock control and not turn it over. Now, when I say run the football, I don't actually mean the running backs. I was talking about Justin Fields. He had over 100 rushing yards against the Lions. He's done that a lot against his team. They just give up a lot of yards to the quarterback. They don't give it up to the running backs. There's actually a very elite run defense. But, you know, Luke Getsy had designed a lot of those rollouts, play actions, bootlegs, designed runs for Justin Fields, and he was just killing the line. So let's keep up with more of that. Don't want him to get hurt or anything, but let's just keep it up with more of that. Keep peppering guys like DJ Moore, get Darnell Mooney involved, Cole Kmet as well. Really, to me, again, just because both sides here, you're not going to be able to throw the football a lot deep. You'll want to go ahead and focus on more of a short passing game as well. Not all screens, folks. Again, I know we're so tired of the screens, if you will, but hey, we did get a dub last week playing that way. I don't want to play that way again. We might have to, but can we just, you know, incorporate more than just screens? How about a slant, Luke Getsy? You ever heard of those? Yeah, I use those in Madden. Try that, all right? So we can incorporate more things than just that, all right? But the short passing game is probably going to be effective here because, A, the weather could be, you know, windy, and B, the Lions' run defense is very good. So if it's not Fields running the football, I have, you know, trouble seeing Khalil Herbert having a big game or Roshan Johnson. So that's really going to be the main key. But the biggest key is going to be turnovers. No turnovers. That's how we also lost that game. We had just costly turnovers at the end there. And that really, really, really cost us. So overall, folks, I do think that with this game being in Chicago, with the Lions reeling, with the Bears playing better as of late, I think this is the perfect recipe for an upset victory here. I think the Bears know that they gave that game away. They are going to come out with vengeance, and they are going to come out for blood, and they are going to make the Lions pay. I have the Bears winning this game. Yes, I do. Against the Lions who are reeling. But it's going to be a lower scoring, clock control, keep the ball away from the Lions offense type of game where you kind of grind it out. That's what I'm going with here. Final score for me, 23-20. Bears win over the Lions in a low-scoring affair. I know. I think the Lions are only going to score 20 points, folks. Have you seen Jared Goff in bad weather? He's not very good. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts on who you guys got winning this game. I got the Bears winning against the Lions. Final score 23-20 as always.